Now, I don't know if you know about the breaking news in Brazil, in South America, that two dams have collapsed and burst its banks. And I am going to do some terrible reading a little bit later on. I'm going to show you some images as well of the after effect of these dams in certain cities and towns in this area. Where in South America, in Brazil, I can show you on the map. I don't know how to pronounce this name clearly, but I'm going to say Bahia, possibly totally wrong, but you can see it there. At the bottom of the map, you can see Rio de Janeiro. You know that location, so you can work it out. This is summertime, you could say, below the equator. And like in China, in summertime, it does rain a lot. But since November, there have been rains in this part of Brazil. And it is a very sad event. The whole thing is that these dams are related to the Three Gorges Corporation. They are managed and they are run by the Three Gorges. And they were bought in 2016 for a bucket load of money. Let's have a look. I can't remember how much the price was. 4.8 billion reals. The Brazilian currency, I don't know the translation or the configuration to that or the exchange rate of how much that is. But it just shows the Three Gorges, the management system, which is the world's largest hydroelectric power producer, bought the Brazilian dams to manage, maintain, look after them so they can get some profit and produce electricity to Brazil. But what happened in the summer in China, again with two dams in Inner Mongolia, these made in China, and another one in Henan province, is the same kind of thing. So I don't know if this is a made in China dam. I can't verify that at all, but I do know that it's managed by the Three Gorges Corporation, the Three Gorges Powerhouse Corporation. So therefore, who is to blame? The answer is China. Let's have a little look at some of the images, and again, I'm going to do some awful reading with this. As of Sunday, authorities declared a state of emergency in 72 cities, with floodwaters in certain parts of the state reaching as high as 30 feet. After weeks of heavy rain, a dam in northeastern Brazilian state collapsed, sending a massive wall of water into populated areas. The dam is focused in the Igua Dam, located near the city of Victoria da Consequina in southern Bahia. Excuse all the bad pronunciations. It reported collapsed on Saturday evening with a result of flooding in towns including Itambe. Officials in the city warned people to evacuate immediately. A dam with a high volume of water has broken in a strong flash flood is expected to affect the municipality of this city within a few moments. All residents should evacuate from banks of the river, according to an Instagram post. Since early November, this state of Brazil, the government said torrential rains caused major floods in 72 cities, and unfortunately 18 people lost their lives, with 4,000 households displaced. There is no word on how many people were displaced or killed in the latest flash flooding. At this moment, we are acting to save people, to get people off the top of their houses on location, out of isolation with boats, according to government officials. Other towns in this area are monitoring and the deteriorating of the system as more heavy rains and other dams could be at risk of collapse. A Monday update, 2 dams collapsed in the northeastern state of Brasilia, in the state of Bahia, excuse the pronunciation, over the weekend after weeks of heavy rain. On Saturday night, the Igua Dam on the Verruga River near Victoria in southern Bahia collapsed. The second dam broke 62 miles north on Sunday morning. The floods have now affected 40 cities through this state, and the governor said at least 35,000 people have been displaced from their homes. In Brazil itself, there are nearly 4,000 dams, a high damage potential or being at high risk, 205 of those containing mineral waste in the country's regional development minister, or the regional development minister said. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. A conclusion of this is China's Belt and Road Initiative, where they go into countries like Brazil or Sri Lanka or places in Africa, pile them, or even the Solomon Islands, pile them with a bucket load of cash, which doesn't go to the people. It usually goes to the ministers who just get richer and fatter and drive the dictator Mercedes 500 SEL, for example. And the citizens of the country don't really benefit from it at all. So the Belt and Road Initiative, why is China piling in a bucket load of cash and then not looking after the whole situation? And then these countries can't pay back the loan, and the loan is so easy to get compared to a loan from the World Bank, which involves lots of paperwork. The China Belt and Road Initiative loans are really a debt trap, and you can see with this one, you can see in Sri Lanka, and it's something I'm working on for a future video as well. Now, talking away from that is a little bit of advertising for me for my other channel, and I'm just going to show you a introduction, and do go over there because it's a brand new channel. Well, no, I'll rephrase that. It's a channel that I've had for a while. I do have like 6,000 subscribers on it, but it doesn't seem to be moving anywhere, so I'm trying to reinvent it. Have a look at this. A warm welcome to this brand new channel, just simply called It's All About China. China is in the headlines every single day on mainstream media like BBC, CNN, and also other media like Star TV in India, for example, or Al Jazeera in the Middle East, and of course the Chinese networks as well. CCTV1 is the main one, and also CTGN, which is another. What I would like to do on this channel is to do an objective point of view. These are the facts, and it's up to you to decide whether it's good or bad. But I also want to be subjective as well, putting in my own personal opinion. You can agree or disagree. Now, I have been involved with China for quite a long time, ever since the mid-90s until I retired, around about 2012. And I have lived in China for a year and a half in the 1990s. I have been to China countless times, even used to live in Hong Kong, which has a great sentiment value to me. It's like my second city, or one of my second cities around the world. So this is what this channel is about, just bringing you what's happening through different media outlets, making your point of view with the comments before, and being a little bit subjective, but mainly the idea is to give you a roundup of what's happening. There are other things on my channel as well, and do take time to have a look at them. My name is James, and this channel is all about China. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the channel. That really is about it for me for today. Thank you, as always, for your time. Please do spare a moment for not the governments of China or the people who fall into these debt traps of China. And why are they doing it? Well, China says to be a global presence, making countries better. But people don't just give away cash, period. They want something back in return. What does China want back? We don't know. This is all related to Xi Jinping and his cronies just getting richer. I'm just very skeptical. Why? If someone gave me cash for no apparent reason and, oh, take your time to pay it back, no worries, no kind of time, but then suddenly I'm unable to pay it back, and they see something like the port in Sri Lanka, for example, then you could see this is China going for world dominance, having these ports, airports, bridges, trains in these developing countries like in Africa, like in South America, like the Solomon Islands, like Sri Lanka, etc. It's, as I like to say, food for thought. And I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. As always, thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow with more updates about the Three Gorges, the Three Gorges Dam, the corruption, and do check out the other channel. It's got some videos there already, but go and check it out, and I'd love your support there as well. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.